Hello wine people, welcome to Thirsty and Wise, where we simplify wine. My name is Peter and I am a wine educator. Today I'll explain everything what you need to know about Sauvignon Blanc for your WSET Level 2 in wines. On this channel, it doesn't matter if you're a wine professional or you just want to learn a little bit about wine. We're building a community of wine people just like you all around the world, and together we will change the world of wine. So if this is something that is interesting for you, please consider subscribing and joining us. And let's start the video. Okay, wine people, I'll explain everything what you need to know about Sauvignon Blanc for your WSET Level 2 in wines. Sauvignon Blanc is an aromatic grape variety that originates in France but is grown around the world. It's a grape variety that enjoys cool to moderate climate. It is a very aromatic grape variety. It's easy to recognize on the nose and on the palate. It's usually produced in a fresh, aromatic, fruity style, but there's also winemakers that are experimenting with to produce different quality and also different style of Sauvignon Blanc. I'll explain the viticulture and winemaking that is characteristic for this grape variety. There's 15 appellations that you need to remember for WSET Level 2 in wines. I'll show you some of the labels and I will answer 10 WSET Level 2 example questions on the end. So regarding the characteristic style of Sauvignon Blanc, in color it's usually pale lemon. You can also find Sauvignon Blanc that actually have a greenish greenish tint in the color, which will indicate a cooler climate or earlier harvesting. Paler color also it's characteristic for Sauvignon Blanc because Sauvignon Blanc is actually meant for fast consumption. Doesn't mean that it's lower quality, it's just, you know, the style of wine, the best is to consume young. It's always produced in a sweet in a dry style, sorry. It always has a high acidity. It retains acidity well even in a warmer climate. Usually produces wines with medium alcohol, so around 13.5% alcohol. Light to medium bodied. Flavors depend on the ripeness of the fruit, like any grape, any wine. Something that is very characteristic for Sauvignon Blanc is this aroma of pyrazine. Pyrazine is this green bell pepper, fresh cut grass aroma that you find in wine. You're also going to find it in Cabernet Sauvignon and in Carmenere, for example. Sauvignon Blanc can have different style of fruit, meaning it can be greenish and citrus and green, very restrained, like for example in France, especially in Sancerre, where it can also be more riper and tropical, especially from New Zealand. In the vineyard, it is aromatic grape variety. Skins during the winemaking are actually used during the winemaking process. So when you pick the grapes, you bring it to the winery, you crush the grapes, and you can leave the skin in contact with the juice for a few hours just to extract a little bit more aroma from this aromatic grape variety. Sauvignon Blanc enjoys cool to moderate climate. In a cool to moderate climate, it can ripen properly and develop its characteristic aromas of green bell pepper, this pyrazine, and also passion fruit in New Zealand. In a warmer climate, these aromas can actually be lost. Challenges are warm climate. So in a warm climate, it can lose its characteristic aroma, which people really enjoy. In winemaking, it's usually made as a single varietal wine, so 100% Sauvignon Blanc, but it can be blended with Semillon Blanc, especially in Bordeaux, where this is very common. So if you hear a white Bordeaux blend, it means Sauvignon Blanc and Semillon Blanc blend. Sauvignon Blanc is a grape variety that it's not characteristic to age in oak, but there is a style that is called Fumé Blanc. It was invented in California. Fumé Blanc indicates that the wine can age in oak. Sauvignon Blanc can also age on lees, so the lees will give it a little bit more texture, a little bit more body, a little bit more complexity. Malolactic fermentation is really not something that Sauvignon Blanc, it's not done with Sauvignon Blanc because it suppresses the aroma of Sauvignon Blanc and also gives texture that is not characteristic for Sauvignon Blanc. So lees is something that is most common, malolactic fermentation not, and there's a style of Sauvignon Blanc aged in oak, which is Fumé Blanc. Development not really meant for aging. Sauvignon Blanc is a great grape variety. It expresses its characteristic, its aromas very well, and it's best consumed young. I tasted some Sauvignon Blancs that are a little bit older vintages, and they really develop in something not as attractive as a young Sauvignon Blanc. But there's some Sauvignon Blancs, especially in Loire, that can age few years, but in general not meant for aging. So this is the 15 appellations that you need to know for your WSET Level 2 in wines. So there's regions, the countries that you need to remember are France, New Zealand, Australia, Chile, South Africa, and USA. I'll go through all the regions and appellations, and I'll mention some of the factors that are influencing the style of wine. On level 2, you're not really expected, and you're not going to be tested to show your knowledge about factors influencing the style and quality of the wines. But it's definitely recommended for you to start understanding how everything works, all the factors, and how they influence the style, quality, and price of the wines. And then when you come to level 3, this will definitely be something that you're going to be expected to know, understand, and to show on the exam. So the regions in France that you need to know are Loire, Bordeaux, and Languedoc-Roussillon. So let's start with Loire. There's 3 appellations that you need to know: Sancerre and Pouilly-Fumé. They're the most eastern part of Loire Valley. They produce the highest quality of Sauvignon Blanc in Loire. And then a little bit to the west of these 2 appellations is a larger appellation of Tuarin that you need to remember. In Bordeaux, 3 appellations that you need to remember: Bordeaux, Grave, and Pessac-Léognan. Bordeaux is a regional appellation, simple, easy style Sauvignon Blanc. Grave, a little bit south of the city of Bordeaux, higher quality wines, deeper, more complex, and then the highest premium quality wines will come from Pessac-Léognan. In south of France, in Languedoc-Roussillon, under the appellation of Pays d'Oc, IGP, you're going to find a Sauvignon Blanc. And this is going to be a simple, easy style of Sauvignon Blanc. New Zealand, region of Marlborough, one of the most famous appellation and style of Sauvignon Blanc. The main difference between, let's say, Sancerre and Pouilly-Fumé, which are more restrained, so the aromatics of Sauvignon Blanc is not as expressed, but there's a little bit more texture and complexity in the wines, where the Marlborough is a little bit more fruitier, fruity forward, so fruit forward, and especially there's a lot of wines in New Zealand that comes with these passion fruit aromas. In Australia, you're going to remember Margaret River, which is on the west coast. You can find wines similar to a Bordeaux style, also aged in oak. Margaret River is influenced by the ocean, and then in Adelaide Hills is influenced by the altitude. Chile, 2 appellations: Casablanca Valley, one of the coolest appellations in Chile, that produces very similar style of wine to New Zealand. And then at Central Valley, you're going to find simple, cheap style of Sauvignon Blanc. 2 premium regions in South Africa, Constantia and Elgin. Elgin is a little bit on higher altitude. Constantia is all the way on the coast, influenced by the ocean. In United States, Napa Valley, warmer climate, fuller style of Sauvignon Blanc, and you're going to find a Fumé Blanc style, which is aged in oak. So this is the map of France. So the regions that we're going to remember for Sauvignon Blanc in France is Loire Valley. So here on top in green is Loire Valley. All the way here on the east is Sancerre and Pouilly-Fumé, and here is the region of Taurin. Bordeaux is here, and then Languedoc-Roussillon in the south, Mediterranean climate. And here I actually have a better map. So for Bordeaux, when you see Bordeaux on the label, it means that the grapes can come from anywhere in Bordeaux. You can expect simple fruity style of Sauvignon Blanc. Higher quality will come from the region of Grave, which is here south of city of Bordeaux, and then a premium style of white Bordeaux is within the region of Graves, which is called Pessac-Léognan. So just here. Here, okay. Here in the Loire, so you need to focus on this eastern part. So all the way on the east, you see the Pouilly-Fumé and the Sancerre. So Pouilly-Fumé on the east side, and Sancerre on the west side, and then the region of Taurin here. Okay, just for you to know where it is. Here is the map of Chile on the left. And you see here the region of Casablanca, cool climate region, premium style of Sauvignon Blanc, and then Central Valley will come from this main part here. Okay. In California, the region that you need to know is Napa Valley. Napa Valley is all this here. Okay. New Zealand, Marlborough is here on top, so it's the most northern part of the southern island. And then in Australia, you have the Margaret River, which is going to be here. Actually, Margaret River is this part here. And then in Australia, Adelaide Hills will be around here in South Australia. Okay. South Africa. Two appellations that you need to know is Constantia. It's here on the coast, and then Elgin here a little bit more inland, but on higher altitude. Yeah. Three different labels. Here you can see the Bordeaux label. This is a premium producer, Chateau Carbonneau. Grand Cru Classé. There's a classification for these wines in Grave, in Pessac-Léognan, and you can see the Pessac-Léognan saying here. You can see the Sancerre, and then Robert Mondavi, which invented the Fumé Blanc style, and you can see Oakville, which is a sub-appellation in Napa Valley, and the term Fumé Blanc. Okay. Ready for the quiz? Let's go. Sauvignon Blanc is aromatic grape variety. True or false? Correct is true. Sauvignon Blanc is aromatic grape variety. Which best describes Sauvignon Blanc wine? Green and citrus fruit with high acidity and medium bodied. Green and citrus fruit with medium acidity and full body. Peach and vanilla with high acidity and light body. Peach and vanilla with medium acidity and light body. The correct answer is A. Green and citrus flavor with high acidity and medium body. Which grape is blended with Sauvignon Blanc in Bordeaux? Chardonnay, Viognier, Semillon, Pinot Gris. The correct answer is C. Semillon Blanc. Which appellation makes the most complex Sauvignon Blanc? Pessac-Léognan, Bordeaux, Marlborough, Casablanca Valley. The correct answer is A. Pessac-Léognan. Don't get me wrong. Marlborough produces high quality wines. Casablanca Valley also high quality wines. But when you try a Pessac-Léognan wine based on Sauvignon and Semillon Blanc, you'll understand the complexity in these wines. These wines are aged in premium oak and are really complex. Labeling term Fumé Blanc indicates aging in oak, region in the Loire Valley, highest quality, all the above. The correct answer is A, aging in oak. Sauvignon Blanc produces best wines in a warm climate, true or false? This is false, so the correct answer is B. Best Sauvignon Blancs actually come from a cool or moderate climate. Which is a cool climate region in Chile? Central Valley, Maipo Valley, Casablanca Valley, Constantia. The correct answer is C, Casablanca Valley. Which region in Australia is a classic region for Sauvignon Blanc? Barossa Valley, Coonawarra, Adelaide Hills, and Clare Valley. The correct answer is C, Adelaide Hills. Which is a premium region in South Africa for Sauvignon Blanc? Stellenbosch, Walker Bay, Western Cape, and Constantia. The correct answer is D, Constantia. Which region in New Zealand is known for red Sauvignon? Which region in New Zealand is known for this is wrong, but which region in New Zealand is known for Sauvignon Blanc? For, I would say, most well-known Sauvignon Blanc. So Marlborough, Central Otago, Margaret River, and Hawke's Bay. The correct answer is A, Marlborough. Central Otago is famous for Pinot Noir. Margaret River is in Australia. It's famous for Cabernet Sauvignons and Bordeaux white and red styles. And Hawke's Bay is more famous for Chardonnay and Cabernet blends. Let me know how well you did. Wine people, thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. It is very important for us to simplify wine information, so please let us know if everything was clear and if you have any question. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, sharing, commenting. All this will help us to grow this wine channel and for us together to change the world of wine. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay thirsty and wise.